together, and I'm saying amen, cause I'm going big.
There's a look at one of the most iconic sports venues in the lower 48, built back in 1957 under the title of City Stadium. We are at Lambeau Field in Green Bay, Wisconsin. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Carolina Panthers and the Green Bay Packers. This is taken at his 4. And look at this. Right away, a loose football. And the Packers pick it up. And they're going to be set up in the red zone right around the 17-yard line. And careless with a football there on the kick return.
And one thing I love about going to practices is trying to get around coaches and hear their catchphrases and what they really emphasize. We haven't been to a single one yet this year where a guy fielding a kick, you don't hear, tuck it away, tuck it away, tuck it away. And this time, they turned it over.
Ball security eluded him. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the Panthers' 11-yard line.
The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4.
Here we go, G.
Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. And he got half of what he needed there, 2 yards. And it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more.
319. Hey, 88.
To throw is Rodgers. He hauls it in. Valdez-Scantling for the Packers touchdown. A 9-yard touchdown there. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. We thought they may be a quick strike offense this season. That is lightning quick. Not bad for the first drive of the year.
That has to actually exceed expectations, doesn't it? Because most teams want to be a quick strike offense. They want to score as quickly as possible and run a defense into submission. What they have to understand is, while they got it done there, long way to go. Don't get discouraged if you have to run a few more plays on your next drive.
This is taken at his 4. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 3rd. To the 33-yard line. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Watch the screen. Watch the screen.
First carry of the game for Christian McCaffrey. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
He was hoping to get to the edge, but they did a really nice job of forcing him back inside. That's excellent fundamental defensive football. Don't let them outside where they can really shred your defense.
58, right there. Got to do better. Come on, QB, come on. Deuce.
Newton going to hand it off to McCaffrey. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down. Up front, the struggles continue for this offense among the line. What can they do? Change the play calling? What?
I think part of that, yes, changing some of the play calls, some screens, some draws, some misdirection. You want to run any type of a play that will influence these guys to continue to get upfield and find a way to use that against them and slip things in behind them. So some quick passes could work as well.
A big gain of 31 on third down.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big gain. Pretty good results here on the first down run as he takes us forward for about 6. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
From the 30 on 2nd down, Newton. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
He kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will.
The ball's out. McCaffrey lost it, and the Packers pick it up. A big seam, and he might go all the way. And they will score. It's a Packer touchdown. So this defense clicking early in the year. Week 1, the return for a touchdown.
The organization made a concerted effort in the offseason to improve this defense. I have to say they like the early returns.
Crosby with the extra point, and it's now 14-0. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. This one taken from the 7. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. On first down, this is McCaffrey. And he's got this down to the 35. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays.
I have to admit, I'm excited by that play call and the end result, because this is a team that's down big early in the first quarter. And a lot of teams will just panic, abandon the playbook, and just start firing the ball all over the place. It's way too early for that. Stick to what works for you.
Down double digits, and we talked about their game plan being both running and passing there. You're right. They're sticking to the game plan, getting the ground game going.
A lot of football left to be played.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Curtis Samuel, the one he was looking for. But it'll be 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. Throwing again. Newton steps away to his left. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation. The 25-yard line is what they need here. This is 3rd down. Out of the gun, Newton. Got a man, it's right. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
Yeah. Mike, 58, right there. Here we go, let's bring it.
They'll run with McCaffrey.
Rush in.
And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. Well, you're down early. How do you get back in the game, maybe establish the run? And I think they're trying to do that.
Now I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator.
Blitz coming, and down he goes.
Well, someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield and get after the quarterback.
Been such an impressive first half to get that lead. So now Cam leads the Panthers up following the sack. Carolina facing 3rd and long. The shotgun snap for Newton. Wright's got it. And running with power here. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Had the offense humming on the first drive. Not much has changed here on drive number 2.
No, and I think a lot of times confidence just really kicks in for a team. They may have been confident going into the game, but once you prove it on a drive, it's hard to get out of that mindset, isn't it? And look, let's face it, we can always lock in on the skill position, guys. Those big fellas up front, they're really making this offense go early in the game.
A pickup of 4 on 1st down. It'll be 2nd and goal. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal.
Here we go, D, get off the field.
On the ground, McCaffrey. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably doing play actions.
And he is in. Touchdown, Carolina. Cam Newton scoring on the sneak from a yard out as they are now on the board here in the first half.
I mean, that was simply an example of getting low, wasn't it?
It was indeed. And for the quarterback, so they get low the line. They did their job. Is the quarterback's job just to find a crease and dive?
Find a crease and just get in there. And ordinarily, you start low yourself, get low behind that offensive line. But sometimes they do such a great job, you can almost fall forward and find the crease for a touchdown.
This is taken at his 4. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They were successful last time finding the end zone on their opening drive of the season. And they'll get another shot here with a 1st and 10. They're going to be stopped up on this 1st down run. He might have gotten back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. Making the tackle there, Corn Elder.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Now Rodgers. He's got a 1st down and then some at midfield. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 45-yard line.
18. 59. I'm coming. Teammate. Slam.
Now a 1st down carry by Jones. Tackle made by K1 Short.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Brian Burns able to run him down for a loss of 12 that time. Rodgers now, after the sack, he'll lead the pack up on 3rd and long. To throw, it's Rodgers. And this is caught. It's Jimmy Graham. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. One heck of a 3rd down conversion, 33 yards. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Now it's Rodgers. And he's got the connection to the tight end, Graham. Touchdown, Packers. Jimmy Graham there to make the grab. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. Crosby connects on the extra point, and the lead is up to 15 now. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. This is Newton off the play fake to McCaffrey. And the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. Preston Smith comes in for the sack.
Well, that's the second time he's been sacked so far in the first half, and if they have designs on having a big year, on going anywhere, they've got to find a way to keep him upright so he can throw the football.
And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Now it's Newton. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one.
And they get to Newton and take him down for the sack. Rashawn Gary in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend.
Come on, baby. Let's go.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
In on the tackle there, Luke Kuechly. On 2nd down, it's Jones. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
And he's going to have a 1st down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going. On 1st down, Rodgers. Flush to his right. And incomplete. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
To throw again on 2nd down. Rodgers. This one to the right, caught by Valdez-Scantling. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
Well, you don't have to be a genius to watch this game and figure out they've had plenty of success moving the football here in the first half. We've seen exhibits A, B, C, and right on down the line, haven't we?
Yeah, we just saw exhibit Z right there. This is caught. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Aaron Rodgers, 3 first-half touchdown passes. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. Extra point up and good by Crosby. And the lead opens up now to 22 points. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own down side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops, and if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
On 2nd and 11 now. Newton. Got a man right side. It's McCaffrey. That one good for 26 and a first down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Bring it. Bring it. And 58 is the mic.
Great.
And we heavy on the edge.
From the 50, Newton. Taking a shot for Samuel. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining. The Panthers on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd and 10. Throwing again is Newton. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
I'm trying to collect.
A final shot before the break. Newton. He's going to take a shot at the end zone. Why not? And it is incomplete. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, we'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. This is taken at his 4. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And the ledger for them so far looks pretty good, doesn't it?
It certainly does. Touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Not sure it can be much better than that. They've got to feel very good about the groove that they're in at this stage of the game. And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustments, what they talked about, maybe it was just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But it looks like they're ready to go.
They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
18.
Get your swerve on. Kill. Check 50. Check 50.
They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. 3rd down turns to 1st with that 5-yard pickup. The first carry now for the BYU man. It's Jamal Williams. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
59, Mike the 59.
And now we get a timeout called on the defensive side of the ball by the Panthers. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter.
Check, 59. Coming to you.
On 2nd down, it's Jones. He's got this to the 30 before being taken down. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down, second and right at a yard.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps to have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30.
One thing that I liked about this guy during the draft process was his motor. Of course, I loved his skills, but he plays hard on every down.
And that motor on full display there as he gets his first NFL sack. And this one is right down Broadway. And that'll extend this lead now up to 25. So the scoring drive encompasses 9 plays, and the net result, 3 points.
Take your disappointment and put it aside. 9 plays. Yeah, they want to end up in the end zone with a touchdown. I get that. But sometimes those 9-play drives pay dividends later with another 9-play drive that culminates in a touchdown when they wear down a defense.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Zadarius Smith able to run him down for a loss of 12 that time.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now second down and 22 yards to go. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
58's the money.
Let's make these babies cry all the way back home, yo. Let's make these babies.
From the gun, here's Newton. And unable to connect, incomplete. Now give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down.
And we're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know, the rhythm seems off. On the return is Williams. A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And the Packers will have a short field to work with here as they take over first and 10.
Turn 319.
59, Mike the 59. Come on, baby.
They'll try and get the running game going with Jones. And down to the 44, 5 yards that time. Called out a gain of 5 as the clock ticks inside of 2 minutes to go now in the third.
A gain of 5 brings up second and 5 at the Panthers' 44-yard line.
The first down run got 5. Here's second and 5. Again, it's Jones. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. 7 yards there and a first down.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus, the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on first and 10.
You got nothing.
Jones. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. On second down now, it's Jones. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up third down.
Watch the flood. Watch the flood. Watch the flood.
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. And he can't quite pick it. No interception so far. That probably should have been their first, but at least it's 4th down. So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. This officially a 55-yard attempt. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
They'll try to get the running game going with McCaffrey. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
That's what I'm talking about. Nice hit, boy.
And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Newton. And he almost intercepted it. They haven't picked a ball off yet. That probably should have been their first. Here you go. And it's 3rd down now. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. And he finds a man. It's Olsen. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first. Here's Newton. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Newton throwing again. Throw left side. McCaffrey's got it. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first. Newton now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. This pass complete. Newton finding right. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37. Gain of 9. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Newton.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he is going to get the first down as he covers up after a pretty good shot there. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough. On 1st down, Colvin. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. Throwing on 2nd down, Newton. Eluding the pressure right. He'll get the... And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. But this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. Newton able to use those legs and get past the marker to pick up the first.
56 is the mic. I'm coming. I'm coming. I'm coming.
From the red zone now, Newton. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Mike 56.
To throw again, Newton. And this is going to be intercepted. Snags it for the pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
They will get 4 yards here on the first down run, and that'll make it 2nd and 6. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24. They'll go again to Jones. And the Reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a third down.
18. 50. 50.
To throw on third down. Rodgers, he's going to air one out. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Dante Jackson picks it. And he will take this across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. Now they get a fourth quarter pick. A little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. That's a bad play on one hand, a good play on the other.
Packer pressure, and down he goes. Zadarius Smith in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. They're looking at second down now as they search for a consolation score. Throwing on second and long. Newton. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Curtis Samuel, the intended target. And now it's third down. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
20. Hey, 58 is the mic. Go 58's the mic. Come on. Come on, D.
Third and long. It's Newton. And they get to Newton and take him down for the sack. They could not contain Kenny Clark as he gets home for the sack.
Mike, 58 right there. 8. 58.
On fourth down, Newton. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Packers are going to get the football back in excellent field position. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now Jones. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
There's no doubt in my mind.
And do you hear that? Do you hear the...
It's not scales, right? I don't hear scales. Do I actually hear a tune being horrible?
I think the fat lady's humming.
Yeah, she's doing more than humming. She's belting it out right now.
Going. She's full bore.
Yeah, this thing is flat out finished.
Crosby with the extra point, and the lead will swell by one more. This one taken from the 7. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. A fourth quarter score from the Meadowlands. The Chiefs have opened up a 2-touchdown advantage. On first down, it's Newton. A win would be their first of the young season. 7 yards to pick up on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
Nowhere to go downfield, but he's able to get out of bounds and stop the clock here with a first down.
Ready?
On first down, Newton. That'll be caught by his tight end, Ian Thomas. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds remaining. To throw is Newton. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Give the sack to Blake Martinez. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. One last throw here for Newton. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete. They were going for a consolation TD, but it was not.